Hello Sagittarius, welcome back to the channel. This can be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Sagittarius. Let's get into your general love reading. It is a timeless message and it's not going to resonate for everyone, so take it with a grain of salt. So I got a channeled song for you. It's an old song. And the song is called Don't Wanna Fight by Quote, QWOTE. Okay, I'll put the song down below so you could listen to it. It's with Trina, okay? The verse with Trina. There's also one with Shaggy, but this one is with Trina that I am singing about, okay? So what I heard when I was doing, your pre-shuffle is, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fuss, girl. Tonight, I just want to make love. So this person, they don't want to fight. You could be in no contact situation. You may have had a breakup, whatever the situation is here. You guys are not speaking. There was an argument. This person doesn't want to fight. They're telling you that they don't want to fight. Okay. So this person is saying slamming doors and yelling like crazy, cussing each other out every day, every night. Girl, I want to put it all aside and focus on your body tonight. Okay. Girl, I want to feel your body next to mine. This person kind of feels, just by reading this energy or just by what this person is saying, this doesn't seem like somebody that knows how to have conversations, okay? This person is lacking in communication. I do feel like this person, they were coming up as a player or somebody that wasn't really ready to settle down, okay? And this person thinks that they could just make it right by focusing on your body, possibly, just having sexy time with you or pleasing you, okay? But this person's energy, I feel like they were very stubborn. They were very stubborn. They were very distracted. They may have even had options, okay? They had a wandering eye. I'm getting like they had a wandering eye, and we're gonna get to the part where Trina says specifically something, okay? But this person kept you waiting. This is somebody that didn't seem to show up emotionally. They were unavailable emotionally, okay? So your energy is coming across as very distant. I don't want to talk. I'm over it. Like, why are you here? Why are you bothering me? Okay. So she says, now you want to hold me, kiss, touch, and caress me. Just yesterday, you ain't even know me. I've been lonely, no communication. So again, there's something to do with communication. There's something to do with keeping you waiting, telling you that, they'll call you back. They'll call you later. They never call you later. Or it's like they never text you back at like 9 o'clock let's say you message them at 9 o'clock at night, they never message you back, and then they're like, oh, I fell asleep the next morning, and you know that that's kind of like BS, okay? Finding numbers. Am I supposed to be patient? I waited, the sun came up, watched you walk out the house, I was stuck, tears fell down my face, so you chase everything in a tight mini skirt. So again, you were trying to contact this person. You may have even found numbers in this person's phone, or when you were with this person, like random numbers started like popping up on their phone and you're like, who is this? And they kind of shrugged it off, or they made some kind of like weird excuse, okay? Yeah, you chase everything in a tight mini skirt. That hurt was better than me. Being in love ain't cost, but you ain't free. Why me? Why you standing right here, pulling on my wrist, singing in my ear? You want to make love? No, you want to play games. I'm a grown woman, better check my name. Tired of being damaged, all I do is cry. You want to start over, give me one reason why. So this person may want to start over. So this could be like somebody coming back. Again, you don't have to take anybody you don't want. I'm just reading the message of the song. But yeah, I feel like this was somebody that was stubborn. They were stubborn to change. They weren't really ready. They're definitely not grown. They weren't the man or the woman that you needed them to be. Okay, feel free to reverse the roles if you need to. And your energy is coming through as high value, the Empress, right? You're looking within. You are searching for answers, inner knowing, self-awareness, and honesty. And I feel like you needed to be honest about this situation, about this connection. I do feel like deep down you may have wanted to work with them, but you knew that this person just wasn't able to show up. This person was, you know, again, acting like a player. You want to make love? No, you want to play games. Okay? And again, there's something to do with their communication. It's like they go off, they do whatever they want, and they know how you're feeling. They know exactly what they're doing. Okay? This person is not oblivious. They are very much aware of, you know, how they're treating you, but they think that, you know, that you're always going to be there, that you're always going to stick around, that you're not going to say anything. Okay. So this person thinks that they could just come back in and woo you, or try to please you, or try to, you know, be very charming. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fuss tonight. I just want to make love, you know, like, okay. And you're like, no, I don't want that. Like, I don't want, you know, you just go do your thing and you come back when you think like, okay, the door's not always opened. Okay. And I feel like this person is now, because you're in no contact with them, and I feel like it's been like that for possibly and I feel like you're the one that cut this off. You're the one that put the boundary. You're the one, because you saw this person acting a fool. You saw this person acting like they didn't care. So you put the boundary, you cut them off. And now I feel like this person is kind of sitting there, you know, lying in the bed that they made, and they're feeling this karma. Okay, they know that they lost a real one. They know that they lost a high value person. And but they still wanted to mess around. But now that you're really detached and moved on, they want to come back. Okay, so now that you've detached, now that you've moved on, now they're really feeling this emptiness, this void. Okay, but they were too stubborn. They didn't want to change. They were distracted, and it was almost like when you left, that's when this person started to really feel, you know, this emptiness. Okay, so let's see. Tell me more about this person's energy. But I feel like you said deuces to this person. I feel like you're clearing up this energy. But let's see what this person wants, because they're clearly in your energy. They feel guilty. Yeah, they're feeling this stress, anxiety. Okay, let's see this person's energy here. Show me this person's energy. Okay, we have right place, right time, alignment, divine timing, meant to be. Okay, with heart repair, healing, love wind, building trust, and soul contract. Soulmates, partnership, spiritual union, karmic agreement, with eggs on their face. Got caught, feeling foolish, everything backfired. So you may have caught them. You may have caught them being shady. That's why you went no contact. You were getting guidance from your spirit guides to cut this person off, to separate yourself from this person. Okay, this could be your ex. Again, stubborn. They're stubborn. For some, you too, you're stubborn because you don't want to reconcile with them, and you don't have to. But they could be like, okay, you're stubborn. You're being too much. You're doing okay, whatever this person is thinking in their head. When you have every right to be in no contact. This person with heart repair, it's like they're thinking of you, okay? Wanting to make it right, wanting to heal this, wanting to align this. Let's see. Tell me about this person's energy here. Love that lasts, timeless. Deep affection with mind games, gaslighting, testing you, analyzing, and emotionally unavailable. Yeah, this person's emotionally unavailable. So, like, let's see. Yeah, you see rock bottom, jail, karma, legal trouble, life falling apart, with self-love, celibate, loving you, feeling happy. It's like you're loving on yourself. You're feeling happy. You're releasing the past. You're taking a break. I'm also getting it's like you're taking back your power. You took back your power. You're clearing your mind. That was the energy I was also seeing too. Insight, clarity, and truth. You were honest about the situation and you detached from them. And now this person is like, you know, like this was the person I was supposed to, like, I don't know. I can't take this person seriously. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not going to tell you something that you want to hear, you know, but we have really committed this time with reconciliation, coming clean. Yeah. So for some, like, I don't know if this person wants to open up. They want to be truthful. Now that's not everybody, because not everybody can do that. Not every, right? I'm just being honest. But I do feel like this person, it does seem like so far, they know that they lost a good one. Let's get one more for them. Because they've hit rock bottom. Their life is falling apart. And now that they're experiencing a spiritual attack. They even could be going through like a spiritual awakening, a dark night of the soul. There's something in their life that they lost. And this could even be you. But it's like their life is falling apart. And they're starting to really see how important you were in their life. How much light and love and joy you brought into their life. And they took you for granted. They took you for granted because they weren't ready to grow up. Okay? And you got sick and tired of them doing what they wanted to do. You got sick and tired of, you know, you were waiting and you were very hopeful. I feel like you may have even saw potential in them. But this person just kept disappointing you over and over again with secretive, sneaky, dishonest, mysterious, hiding information. And you're like, now I'm in a place where I'm peaceful. There's no drama, okay? I also got the song No Drama by Mary J. Blige. So yeah, I'm like, now I'm calm and I'm at peace. I can sleep knowing that I don't have to worry about where this person is, what they're doing. Like my blood pressure, like just, you know, back to normal. Because when I was with this person, I was losing my hair. You know, I couldn't eat. All right. You were, in denial, obsessed. You were like obsessed. You were obsessed with what this person was doing. Why didn't they answer this, that? And it's just like, this is not healthy. And you knew that it wasn't healthy. Okay, this person may have even had a double life, living a lie, secret affair, hidden truths, and you were honest about it. And you were like, I am not even going to, you know, play this game anymore with push-pull, controlling imbalance, pride and ego, power struggles. Like, you were like, you know what, I'm just going to let go. I'm too grown for this, right? I am too grown to be in this situation. I am too grown. What does it say? I'm a grown woman, better check my name, okay? Your name carries weight. It's strength, okay? There's something about your name. You better check my name, all right? Look at this little spider. Tired of being damaged, all I do is cry, right? Like this person was not able to show up for you. You were crying. You were lonely. No communication. And did this person ever ask if you were okay? Absolutely no. They did not ask you if you were okay. They just thought, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. This person would say, I don't want to fight. Well, stop giving me a reason to fight. Stop giving me a reason to want to hit you in the back of the head. Okay? So this person thinks that I don't want to fight. I just want to make love. And you're like, no, you don't. You just want to play games. You want to come back here. And you don't want to be challenged. You don't want anybody telling you, you know, putting you in your place. You want somebody who's going to allow you to do whatever you want. And I'm not like that. Because I have respect for myself. You want to start over, give me one reason why. Why do you miss me? Why do you want this? This is your energy. Okay, you were distracted. You were okay doing this lifestyle when we were together. Now that we're not together, okay, That's kind of your energy. And I feel like you were hurting a lot in the connection. I'm tired of crying, tired of being damaged. All I do is cry. And not once did you ever ask if I was okay, if I needed something. Right? This person just thinks that they could come. Yeah, it was toxic. And Spirit was nudging you, saying you deserve more, you deserve better. Right? Maybe you stayed longer because of the passion, because of the sex. Okay, I don't know. You were hoping that maybe, you know, for some, maybe this was a friends with benefits, or this kind of felt like you felt like this was friends with benefits. This was like how you felt. You felt like a piece of meat. You felt like this person just came in whenever they wanted, called me whenever they wanted, or they knew what to say to kind of keep you kept you on the hook, right? But you thought that this would have been, you know, this is the right place, the right time, the right person. But you saw over and over again that this person here, they may have just been pulling on your heartstring, being this player, acting like, you know, being toxic, not wanting to change. So you did the right thing, walking away, removing yourself. Because there are a lot of people, and you'd be surprised, a lot of people stay in relationships like that. Yeah, you saw the red flags, and you said, I'm out of here. Deuces. You walked away, you know. And it may have taken you a few months. Maybe it took you however long it took you. Every situation is different. But you got fed up. Eventually, you saw it for what it was. You didn't want to because... And I feel the reason why sometimes it's hard to let go, it's because you see the potential, right? You know that, okay, well, this person, you know, I can see that they're good, they're like this, but, you know, it's almost like you can't fall in love with someone's potential because how they're showing up or how they're giving to you is nothing. They're breadcrumbing you. So it's like there is no potential in this situation. It's like they just show up playing this part like there is potential, right? So they create this illusion that there is a potential, but really, you know, again, love triangle. It says player third party hooking up, and you're like, yeah, I love myself too much to ever be a part of this. So that's what you want. There's the door. Go find somebody who's actually going to accept it. Because I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to put up with it. Okay? So, yeah, you did the right thing. But I don't know why this message is coming through. You know, I do feel like there's something to do with, like, text messages as well. Okay? But let's see. What does Spirit want you to know? How is this person feeling at this time? And you don't have to watch if you don't really care. You can click off, you know. But if you're nosy like me, also these messages are for entertainment as well. So take it with a grain of salt. But let's see. Let's see. How is this person feeling? Currently feeling now that you're gone? How is this person feeling now that you're gone? What's going on? How is this person feeling now that you're gone? How is this person feeling now that you're gone? We have the Page of Cups. It's kind of giving me like a little bit of a naive energy. Okay. How are they feeling now that you're gone? Three of Cups. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, the Hanged Man. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Pisces. Why the Hanged Man? So this is about changing your focus. I feel like, again, I feel like this is you kind of. Yeah, this person is like, again, I do feel like they're a little bit naive, or again, this person, I feel like with the King of Wands, there's something cocky about this person. Okay. They also think that you're going to get stuck on them, or you're going to be stuck on them, or you're still stuck on them. Okay. But this person with the Seven of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Sun, Leo, and very prideful. Okay. This person is like, I have other options. I'll be okay without Sagittarius because I have other options. Right? That's kind of what this energy is. I have other options. I'm going to get attention from other people. Like, I don't need you. And it was a prideful thing. Okay, let's see. How is this person feeling about you? Why the King of Wands? Nine of Swords. They're missing. I feel like they're missing you. They're missing. They're anxious. Like, they're with the Ten of Swords. Like, because it's over. This person, they think that, okay, no, she's coming back. She's coming back. He's coming back. They're coming back. Very confident. But with the Ten of Swords, it's over. You're still quiet. You're still silent. You're not talking to this person. How is this person feeling now that you're not talking? Let's see this King of Wands, Nine of Swords. Why the Nine of Swords? Yeah. Because you cut them off. You cut them off. You're taking control. You're loving on yourself. Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay? Like, you're loving on yourself. And you look more like fulfilling. You look more happy. Yeah, look at this. You're the Empress. Out of these three people, this person could be going to parties. This person, again, getting distracted. King of Wands, I can get any option I want. And you're like, go ahead. But you know that deep down, okay, there's no comparison here. There's no comparison. You're this Empress. They know that. You know that. And this is the energy you stepped into, okay? And with the Queen of Swords, like, don't even, like, try to come this way, okay? Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups. You're moving on to better and bigger and better things. Let's see how are you feeling now that you are without this person. Again, like, less stress, you know? Magician. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Magician, like, I could do whatever I want. I can manifest my, you know what I mean? Because I feel like you're somebody who is, you see with the Six of Pentacles, like, you're very caring, you're very loving, you're very nurturing. And you're like, well, you know what? If you're not going to see the greatness, or you're not going to see the love that I have, or the love that I'm going to share, I'm going to pour it into myself. And because you're a magician, you can literally manifest. You're a powerful manifester. Okay, you could have Virgo or Gemini in your chart. Let's see. How are you feeling? Why the Magician? How are you feeling now that this person's... Five of Swords. You see, like, this Five of Swords, this person was stressing you out. Okay? There was a lot of conflicts. There could have even been, again, lies. This person was, like, they were always making you cry, and you're like, I don't have to cry anymore. Two of Swords, like, you found it very difficult. I'm also getting, it's like Two of Swords is like fighting between your heart and your head, with the High Priestess and the Death card. Yeah, and the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Look, okay, the moon. The moon is so significant. This is also subconscious. Something here was revealed to you, or this is like heavy emotions, right? Heavy emotions that I feel like you experienced with this person, but now you're so detached. Now that, you know, this person, the way you're feeling now compared to before is complete opposite. When you were crying, you were like, you know, perhaps maybe a bit needy. This person triggered some kind of wound in you, right? An abandonment wound or whatever it was. And I feel like after that situation, when you blocked this person off, it completely changed. You did like a complete 180 with the Death card. You were able to just cut your emotions, because that's the Queen of Swords. You went from this Queen of Cups being loving, gentle, nurturing, because that's who the Queen of Cups is. But don't make any mistakes. The Queen of Cups is, yes, water energy, but water also freezes. So once a water sign, whether it's a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, once they're done, like, they're done. Okay? So it's like, yeah, like you went so cold on them. Five of Cups, Eight of Cups. It was difficult. Okay? You didn't even feel like, for some, maybe, what am I doing the right, am I making the right choice? Let's see. How are you feeling? Let's see this. Let's see this Magician. But it's like Six of Cups. I mean, you definitely felt like this was somebody that you can share your life with, that this was somebody that you could have had, you know, this strong emotional connection with. But with the Devil, what's this Devil here? You're not going to be tempted. Nine of Wands, you're guarding yourself. You're protecting yourself because you know that this person is just coming through as the devil. Okay? A liar, a coward. You know that they don't mean any good. And if this person, if you did give this person another chance, I feel like in some way you would feel really bad about yourself. You would feel icky being with this person, or, you know, if you allow this person to come back in. Because it's like in some way you're betraying yourself. Okay, let's see. What other messages does Sagittarius need to know at this time? Let's see. What's this person's intentions now? What's their intentions? Let's see. I'm curious. What's this person's intentions? Knight of Wands. Why the Knight of Wands? This is taking action. Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is Knight of Coins. I feel like this person's still like this person's coming up as a knight. You know, you're coming up as an empress and they're coming up as a knight. It's not even gonna, you see, we have the Emperor. What about this Ace of Swords? Like, yeah, you want this Emperor, you want an Emperor, you want somebody to like be in control, right? You want this strong masculine. We have the moon, Let's see this Emperor and the Ace of Swords. Temperance. Yeah, I feel like this person's going to come in and say, I want to be that. I want to be those things for you. But again, they're not yet. And you can't build something or be with somebody with the potential of they're going to be. Yeah, I want to be this person for you. I want to be patient with me, please. You know, like, and you know that, no, I can't do that. We can't expect that. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords, like Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. I mean, there's definitely, their intention here is action. But we have the Devil. They may even just want to come and tell you what you want to hear. Like, no. Okay. So let's see. What's your advice? Let's see Sagittarian's advice here. What's Sagittarian's advice? Someone new is coming. So this is Spirit even saying, first card out, it's like focus on the new. Focus on yourself. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. Okay? And I feel like that's kind of what you're doing. Number 28 can be significant. You're ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you have been contemplating. But I'm also getting, it's like your heart is growing and blossoming. You're growing and blossoming. You're turning into this self-love, high-value person, and you want somebody to match you, right? You want somebody to match. You're still learning, you're still growing, but I feel like you want a healthy, mature connection. And so Spirit wants you to get ready, to be ready, and embrace your life purpose. For some, it's like you're focusing on your career, and this someone new is coming. Yeah, it could be love. It can also be like, yeah, career, but it could also be a new version of yourself as well. Let's read this one, 28. Perfect. It's the first one I opened. As souls progress and evolve through the human existence, it takes more and more interactions with other souls to keep that evolution moving higher and higher. Because of that, the introduction of new people into your life has never been more important than it is right now. Someone new is about to enter your orbit. This may be the start of a romantic relationship. Someone previously unknown to you may catch you rather by surprise and bring a fresh flush of love and joy into your life. This message can also represent your current partner if that person has been on a path of growth or evolution. In short, they have become someone new in your life. Okay, and that's it. So if they do come back in, if this is somebody, it's going to be somebody like, if this is a past person, it's like, again, it's going to be fresh new energy. They're done with that old lifestyle. They're growing, they're matching your energy, and you know it's not going to be manipulation or BS because you're going to see it. Okay, you're going to see it. So this card also might represent an intimate friendship. This is a soulmate relationship that is platonic, but just as impactful as a romantic relationship would be. Your soul will likely recognize them as important right away since you have probably shared a past life with them. Whatever form the new relationship takes, what is so beautiful about this person is that your paths will cross in such a way as to spotlight what each of you needs to learn to grow from the other right now. It will probably be a joyful acquaintanceship, but it's also possible that the interaction is to help one or both of you to heal from past challenges. Open your heart to new people today without expectation for what role they might play in your life. Accept them for who they are and don't hold back. As you grow spiritually through the relationship, you may find that someone new inside you too. Yeah, so as you grow spiritually through the relationship, you may find that someone new inside you too. So you're also growing, you're also evolving, you're also changing because you're doing the work. And because you're doing the work, You're not going to allow low vibrational energy. You're not going to be in unhealthy, toxic, party, animalistic environments anymore, okay? You're not going to be surrounded by people who want to drink all the time or, you know, do drugs all the time. Like, you are going to, you want to do like something, right? Like, you're going to feel good. You want to put yourself in environments where people are able to be emotionally available. Okay? And I feel like that's what you're walking into. Let's see what's coming in for Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming in. This could be love, this could be career. But once you start to shift, once you start to see your worth and your value, and you start to see that, I'm tired of this lifestyle. I'm tired of that old, destructive. It's not serving me. It's affecting me. It's making me feel more like shit. Once you shift your perspective and realize that you are worthy, you're going to see the universe is going to match that energy. So let's see what's coming in for Sagittarius. Let's quickly just see what's coming in for Sagittarius. What's coming in for Sagittarius? Self-love. Knight of Wands, this is you. Self-love, okay? With the Nine of Cups, you're moving or you're going towards your wish fulfillment, right? The Fool, you're taking a leap of faith. You're taking a chance. The Little Mermaid could be significant, okay? You know, there's other places you want to be, people you want to meet, and you don't want to be stuck in a situation where it's just going to drain you. So it's either you match my energy and we move together, or I'm just going to let you be, because this is not the environment that I want to be in. Okay, I have a lot of dreams, I have a lot of goals, I have a lot of things that I want to work on. So it's either you could join me, or, I'm going to let you fall away. And with this Seven of Cups, this is like I have options. Could represent people, but for others, you may not even be wanting that at this time. You could just be focusing on yourself. I have options, I have dreams. What's coming in for you? But yeah, you are... seems like something here is coming back around. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Okay, but I feel like with this Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Fool, you're moving on to something new. You're going to be putting yourself first. You're going to be choosing happiness. You're going to do what makes you feel good. You're going to be in the energy of, yeah, what makes you feel alive, right? Let's see what's coming in for Sagittarius. Six of Swords. Yeah, you're moving into calmer waters. Queen of Cups. You can have Cancer in your chart, Aries, and the Death card. So yeah, you're changing. You're going through significant changes, rebirth, transformation. I feel like you're heading into something where it's going to change, a new season, right? Let's see this Death card. But you're moving into calmer waters, and I feel like this is you healing. You found stability within yourself. You were able to, right? And this is what I love about the Queen of Cups, is like you allow yourself to feel whatever it is you're feeling. And it's like now you have control. Now you know this is like Cancerian is the energy of like mama. You're a mama, right? Like you're grown. You know when to love, but you know when to put healthy boundaries, right? And let's see this Death card. So this is what you're becoming. This is what you're changing. This is like you're loving on yourself, and you look really good. You're very in tune to your emotions. You're very intuitive. You're very nurturing, right? Let's see this Death card, this change. What's coming in? Yeah, Three of Swords. You're healing from this. I'm too grown to be crying, right? All I do is cry. So it's like, if somebody is not fulfilling me, if somebody can't match my energy or bring me peace, why am I gonna be with that person? Why? Okay, like why would I do that? Yeah. Okay, so like this is like you, you may have struggled to make these decisions, and I feel like you're not second guessing anymore. You're listening to your intuition. Before you were kind of like wishy-washy, like, right, heart and head, arguing with your heart and head. But I feel like you are completely changed with judgment. You completely evolved. You completely turned into this new person, right, with strength, where it's not really a new person, it's who you really are, right? Because I feel like you were the connection that you created in the past was more codependent. It was based on codependency and fear. It was fear. It wasn't love, it was fear. And you realize that, okay, I'm gonna let this go. And when you let it go, everything started happening. Miracles started happening. And that's when you gained your strength back. Okay? So I feel like whatever's coming in for you, this is self. This is self-love. This is self-empowerment. This is, right, Four of Wands. This is even union. This is celebration, happiness. And there could be somebody new coming in, right? Because it will match your energy with the Queen of Pentacles. You may even end up being in a relationship. But I feel like in the moment, you are healing on yourself. You're loving on yourself. You're doing what makes you feel good. You're giving, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting somebody who's very nurturing, very loving. You're working on your self-confidence. All right? So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. I love it. I will see you next time. Don't forget to listen to the song. Have a good day.